This episode of the Park People podcast is brought to you by BCI Burke. Play is where development soars and communities come together. At BCI Burke, we believe outdoor spaces should be thoughtfully designed, built to last, and welcoming to everyone. Because when design is intentional, people feel it. Learn more at bciburke.com.
Ready to go? Hey everybody, Rodney Off here, publisher of PRB Plus Magazine, host of the Park People podcast. Today I am with Haley Ragan. She is the marketing manager for Liberty Parks and Recreation, and also Bridget Thomas, who is the Silver Center coordinator for the Silver Center underneath Liberty Parks and Recreation. Ladies, why don't you raise your hand? Tell us who is who real quick, since I didn't do a very good job on that intro.
I'm Haley Ragan, marketing manager for Parks and Rec.
And I'm Bridget Thomas, the coordinator for the Liberty Silver Center.
Right. And Bridget, why don't you get us started here? I know that we have a great article that Haley wrote concerning titled The Amazing Gift of Aging. It's going to be in the May issue of PRB Plus and on the website and everywhere you can get all of our wonderful content. And it's about the Silver Center. Bridget, why don't you tell us a little bit, 30,000-foot view of like what the Silver Center does and what makes it special and you know why it's such a joy to come to work.
Liberty Silver Center is a place to be if you're 60 and over. It's like
Nice.
We offer so many cool things. And as you know, because everybody is getting older every day, that we try to, we try to do things that as we age is going to keep us exercise for the brain, to keep us exciting. And people think that senior centers are a place that you go, you just play bingo and you eat oatmeal. We're not those type of people. We're exercising. We're learning new games. We have great presentations. The first thing I ask the senior when they come in there is like, what do you want the center to do for you? It's like, how do you need in your life? We're very blessed to be located in a community center with a great health and wellness department. So we offer a lot of different classes, from evidence-based classes for exercising to all the great presentations that we have in the Silver Center. Most of our classes are senior-led because we have doctors and lawyers and teachers, librarians, people that still want to offer something. They still have a voice and they want to contribute. So our line dancing class is held by a senior, Donna, wood carving class by Jim, Learn to Play Bridge by Emily. Seniors are learning to play Mahjong. We had a great art class today where they were doing things with wax and making these beautiful designs. We have an art class, a card making class. Anything that you can think of that will keep your mind stimulated, that's what we try to do in the Liberty Silver Center.
Yeah, I like it. It's the whole never stop learning concept, right?
Exactly.
Like, you keep learning, you keep young in some level, and that's what we're all trying to do. We can't go backwards. So if we're going to go forwards, let's make it as pleasant as possible.
That's what it is. It's like seniors are different than what they used to be. Me being 60, and then my sister's a few years older than me. I'm 61, Lord. What would bring me into the center? Because most of the time when you talk to somebody, a mature adult, they're like, oh, I don't want to be with all those old people. I was like, well, I'm one of those old people, and I'm in there, and I'm cool. We have a lot of cool people in here. And the thing is, age is, honestly, you heard before, age is just a number. It's how you feel.
Yep.
And how you're living your life.
Yep.
We just celebrated Pauline, and she turned 95 on her birthday.
Yep.
This woman's exercising 3 to 4 days a week.
Yeah.
She was out there dancing at the birthday party.
Nice.
And she used to personal train, like, I think multiple times a week, which she's slowed down on. She's 95, but she's amazing. And everybody at the community center knows her, loves her. She's awesome.
So Haley, from the marketing side, is there, Bridget just talked a little bit about the stigma maybe of the word senior center, right? Like, this is no longer, your grandma's senior center kind of situation. Is that something that's hard to communicate, or maybe you have to pay attention when you communicate it, that people understand that, this is an active thing?
You definitely have to pay attention, but these seniors make it easy. These people, like Bridget said, they're not just coming in and playing games. They're active. I mean, they're all over the place. They're learning, they're, they're amazing people.
Yeah.
And so it's really easy to spotlight and show amazing people. So
Yeah. There's a big trend, there's always a trend in Parks and Rec and in every industry, I'm sure. But right now, when we talk to landscape architects and designers and, that are building community centers and building rec centers and building senior centers, there's a lot of talk about building in spaces for, community to happen, meaning like, classic example is like the edge of a round track, and each corner one might have couches, one might have like a fitness bike, one might have like places where people can like wander by in the lobbies of a lot of, as you guys know, community centers, because you don't need to pay to get in the lobby. There's a lot of activity. Usually there's meeting rooms now being pushed out there so that the community can meet. I'm assuming that that's kind of happening. When you say they're amazing people, that must be happening in the Silver Center, where a sense of community is developing, and maybe have they become their own best marketing asset, like telling other people, you got to come to this with me, that kind of stuff. Is that happening?
We do make the community connection. We connect with a lot of different agencies. We just had a group of dancers that went to Liberty South Valley Middle School and taught line dancing to junior high schoolers.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so it's easy to do because it's our lives. And it's like, and when you're in an area that you see people thriving, people want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And that's what they're seeing. A lot of times, a lot of different agencies will come to us because we are the place to be. We're at a gold level silver center because we offer so many different things. We have so many different types of presentations, from Stop the Bleed, Car Fit, Think First for fall prevention, incontinence. We're trying to teach seniors to live in place. And then even letting them know that some of these senior living places are different than what they used to be. They have little clubs in these Silver Center and these senior living places where they can go bowling or have happy hours and do different things. We are just aging differently, and we just need to keep up with how things are changing.
Right. Well, and I'm 55, so I'm heading around the corner there, and starting to think about retirement. And it's funny because now it's like mobility. I'm very athletic, active. I mean, we live in the mountains of Idaho. That's where I'm at right now. So like, we're always skiing or whatever. And the big concern, of course, is like wanting to be able to do that as long as possible. So like mobility and it's not necessarily, and strength training and all that kind of stuff plays a role. But then there's also this component, and you've already touched upon it several times, of like being mentally engaged in learning new stuff, right? Like it's kind of crazy how learning a new skill, no matter how small, the positive impacts it has. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen through some of your programs as people come in and learn new things, and if they give you any anecdotal evidence of like how it helped them or anything along those lines?
Without getting too personal, I can honestly tell you that the Silver Center has changed and prolonged lives. I have people that have come in here that they were depressed. I had a lady that came in on a Monday. Her husband had just passed away. She came to me on a Wednesday. She looked us up. She saw my face. She's like, I was supposed to come to you. She's been coming to me for 10 years. She's made a community. She made friends. She's active. She's dancing. They go out for lunch together. They do different things. A lot of times seniors didn't know that there's things that you can do to make living in your home easier and more effective, but with high-rise toilets, bigger doors, just incontinence things. There's things that you can wear now that you don't have to keep yourself at home, that you can wear things to protect yourself. It's just everything is looking different, and it's just like, and we try to offer all these different presentations so seniors can actually learn what they can do and give them the right tools and where to go to get the right information.
When other agencies come to you guys as a gold level and they look at you and say, hey, we want to come to your level, what do you find that most people are missing? Like, when they present to you, here's what we're doing, and you say, oh, here's some ideas of how you can be better. Is there any commonalities to what, is it always kind of the same things that you're telling them? Like,
they're missing me.
I'm not there. Well, that's hard to replicate.
You have to have a passion for the people that you work for, and that's my biggest thing, because you're the same person you were when you're at 50 than you are now, just older. And I'm the same person. It's like, even though I'm getting older, so you have to have a passion for the people you work with and for, and let them have a voice, and not teach them, treat them like children. And I think that's the difference. When people come to the Silver Center, they see that atmosphere, that that we're equals, that we're all in it together, and they take responsibility for the senior center. And so I think that's what it is. For you have to love and care for what you're doing. And I think sometimes that's.
Do you find, it sounds like what you were saying there too, I might have been digging something out of there, but like, is a lot of the stuff the classes you put on and the presentations you put on and the exercise and all that stuff, the offerings that you have, the programming that you have, is a bunch of it self-directed and like, do your clientele, do your members, are they the ones coming to you and say, hey, I'd like to do this, can I run this class? Is that what's making it special?
Well, like I said, a lot of our classes, line dancing, wood carving, learning to play bridge, mahjong, painting, card making, are senior-led classes. Seniors have come to me, it's like, Bridget, I have this gift or talent. Then when other organizations come, they've heard so much about the Silver Center, they want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so they come, it's like, I'd have to go begging for people to want to come to us. They come to us. It's like, I want to be a part of the center. It's like, I can do this presentation for you. When can you fit me into your schedule?
Wow. Okay. So what are the implications from a marketing standpoint on that? It sounds like you must have a ton of good stories to tell. And
oh my gosh. Yes.
Yeah.
We have a newer Facebook page. It's Liberty Mo Parks and Rec. And I swear I feature them every single week, and I could probably do more. So it's just the people, it's easy. It's really easy to show what they're doing, to show the presentations, show the activities, and just seniors loving life.
Yeah. So for an agency that hasn't maybe attracted or hasn't organized in a way like you guys have and just wants to move to that level, how do you foster that environment and build it where, it's kind of being led by your members and they're, I mean, they can't not everybody can have Bridget. So, so if we want to like AI her or whatever we're going to do with her,
clone her. That's what you need. Clone her.
Yeah, if you want to clone her, right? Like how does that look on paper? I mean, obviously it starts with getting somebody in there, like you said, that's, passionate about the job, right? And the project and cares about the people. But then are there some other, like, I know I hesitate to use the word practical, but like pragmatic steps maybe is the right word that you can do, like once you have the right person to get the ball rolling uphill, because I'm assuming at some point the ball is just you get to the top of the hill and, you're just kind of like, it's never easy. I know we never do anything that's easy, but it's easier because people are participating. How do you kind of get over that hump? Is there any, other than just working at it, is there any strategy?
A lot of times for me, it's like, it's networking. I go to a Northside Professionals and we get together and we talk. And then when I go to different conferences, depending on who I'm sitting with at their table, the communication. A lot of times I'll take my activity guide, my adult activity guide, and I'll share some of the things that we're doing, and just really talking to other agencies that works with seniors, and just sharing and bouncing ideas off of each other.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it sounds like a wonderful program. Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. It's funny because this week we're moving my mother-in-law across the country, because and it's not, her husband passed away and all of her family's in Denver, so she's going to Denver to be with my family. But we're having all these conversations that we've just touched on here, right? Like, how do you live your best life when maybe you've got some mobility issues, but you're working on them, and whatever else it is. So it's a wonderful thing. I'm not the expert in this arena. I mean, I will tell everybody I am, but I'm not. If you were me, what didn't we touch on? What questions should have I asked you guys that we skipped over or I wasn't smart enough to ask?
Well, I would say, when you're talking about your mother-in-law too, we are very fortunate also to have a great transportation that is offered free to Liberty residents. And a lot of times I've had couples, and I can I know names off the top of my head without saying them, they investigated where they should locate in retiring because they wanted to be where there's free transportation to be able to get back and forth to doctor's appointments, grocery stores, back and forth from their apartments. And so we offer that here at the Liberty Silver Center. We have Liberty Access.
Not just to and from the center, but you'll take them to doctor's appointments and everything else.
Doctor's appointments,
hair
appointments. Yeah.
Wow. How does that work?
You think about that with your mother, because one of the biggest things that seniors lose is that independence of driving. And when they've made the choice on their own or with family, hey, I'm going to put myself in a situation where in an area that, I can call and make an appointment to get a ride somewhere. It gives them that little bit that independent.
How does that work practically from your standpoint? And like, will you pick them up at their doorstep and drop them off at the doorstep, or do they have to get to the community? Yeah, really? Okay.
Angel, and is that hit on that? Angel, why don't you come and tell us? She's in charge of transportation.
From around the camera. I like it. Oh, there she is.
I've been with Liberty Access since I was a young kid, like in my 20s. I'm 57 now. So I'm very passionate about the bus. We will take somebody, it's a curb to curb. So we'll pick them up at their door, take them to their doctor. They call when they're through. We'll take them back home. We bring currently anywhere from 13 to 23 people to Bridget every day. Wow. And they can enjoy the activities and the free lunch and everything. And we'll go anywhere within Liberty that they want to go. We've taken people who've made friends, ironically, at the Silver Center. They'll go have a sleepover for a weekend. We'll drop one of them off on a Friday and go pick them back up on a Monday. So
how do you, I mean, that's an expensive endeavor. How do you guys fund that? How is it funded through the city
part of
it
comes from state, federal, and local grants, but the city participates a lot financially, especially in the transportation, because we aren't cheap. We're really an expensive program.
You take to dialysis.
Yeah, we currently have 6 people going to dialysis 3 times a week.
Wow. And how do they just call in and schedule, or do they schedule online, or how do they get a ride?
They call and schedule a ride, and we take them where they need to go. And
do you need to give them a day's notice? Do they need to give you a day's notice, or what's the turnaround?
Preferably longer than that, especially we prioritize like a doctor appointment they can make 3 weeks in advance. And then we kind of go down step, like a couple of weeks for the grocery. And then if you're wanting to get your hair done, maybe 3 or 4 days ahead. Okay. Because we try to prioritize the medical and grocery store first.
Right. And how many, is it a bus? It must be a bus, or is it a
we have 12 and 2, which means 12 ambulatory people and 2 wheelchair buses that run every day.
Okay. Wow. That's a great program. Crazy. Maybe I need to move to Liberty.
Join us. Come on, we're a lot of fun.
Well, what else did we miss? What else should we have talked about?
Talk about birthday parties.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yes.
Oh, see Angel.
Yeah. Back to my corner.
Birthday parties are a very big deal here because it's another year older. And I've been very blessed to be able to see at least 4 or 5 people turn 100 years old here. Oh, wow. And so we have a birthday party the last Friday of every month. And anybody's birthdays in that month, we celebrate them. And we have themes. We've had Western, tie-dye, hippie,
New Year's Eve.
We celebrate New Year's Eve, where we
Pretty in Pink.
Pretty in Pink. Yes, and we will have 100, 120, 135 people participate. And then we have our line dancers out there dancing. And you can tell the people in their younger days were in the clubs partying because they have the moves still. You can just tell by their rhythm and how they're moving.
So it's not going to get any better for me. If I didn't have the moves to begin with, I'm not going to magically get them.
You're not going to know. But you can blame your age on it then. It's like, because I'm old.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. It's nice to have an excuse. Well, cool. Well, that was awesome. Is there anything else that you guys want to add before we wrap it up?
I think the only thing I can say is we are a well-rounded place between our transportation, our congregate meals that we have. We also offer Meals on Wheels, the health and wellness department. We got all the bases covered here.
Yeah. Yeah. And the free lunch that was something that just kind of came out of nowhere. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, you guys, I'm calling you guys, you ladies, have a great week. Thank you for your time. This is awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
We're looking forward to the article coming out next couple weeks here. And I'd like to invite you. I always invite all my guests. We have a Park Fest, which is a virtual conference that we run each year. It's you do it from your. If you guys want to speak on what makes this place so awesome, you're welcome to do so. It's an hour presentation. If you have something, if you want to speak, and park and camp directors from around the country log in and ask you questions and talk to you, and it's pretty cool. But no pressure. Yeah, I hear you. Okay. Well,